What's up guys, welcome back to 4x4 Jumpman. Today we're going to talk about my Ford Ranger. I've had my Ford Ranger for 3 years now, and this is the Ford Ranger XLS, and it's a 2021 model. This is a 3.2 liter engine, and this is an automatic. So we're going to talk about the pros and cons, and we're also going to talk about what went wrong with it, what issues there was, and also I've had this four-wheel drive for 53,000 kilometers. Let's talk about the cons of the car. So with the roof, it's only got a capacity of less than 80 kilograms. So when you want to put something heavy, you can't put too much things up to here. If you want to put a rooftop tent, you have to go with a really light rooftop tent. Otherwise, it's really hard to put a rooftop tent on this car, especially when you're driving. So even if you put like a really heavy duty rhino rack, it's still a bit hard to put a rooftop tent or anything heavy on the roof. Not like all the other four-wheel drives and SUVs like the Land Cruiser, you can put so much weight on the roof. This one's a bit hard to put heavy weight on the roof. So normally people would get a canopy, heavy duty canopy, so that they can put a rooftop tent on the roof. So that's the disadvantage about the Ford Ranger. You can't put too much on the roof. You can put it on the tub rack, but with the tub rack, you gotta put some support, a bracket that holds the tub rack so that you don't get any cracking on the tub rack. When you wanna put something heavy on the tub, you either get a canopy. The canopy has to be heavy duty at least, and then you can put heavy stuff on the roof of the canopy. You can have a full canopy with the tray, or you can have just a canopy on top. Another cons about the Ford Ranger, when you open the door, it makes a beeping noise. You can disable that, but I haven't disabled it, but it gets just really annoying, especially when you open the door while you're inside. The noise will start beeping, and it tells you to keep checking your back seat if you left anything in there, and usually you'll just keep beeping until you deactivate it, and it just makes that noise, annoying noise, and every time you open it, it always happens. So I've got really young kids and baby, and when I have a car seat on the back, I can't actually access the back tools. Normally you'd put the seat down and you can get the tools at the back, but I can't access it because I've got a car seat. So that's really annoying as well. So what I've done is actually put my tools underneath my car seat, and I've just got it here, and it's just right there. And if I need to change my tires, I've got access to the tools. So I just put it under there. But that's the annoying thing, is you can't open this or lift it up to access the extra capacity under the seat. Cons of having a ute is that it's a leaf spring, so the leaf spring is kind of uncomfortable. It's only used for heavy loads and when you've got things on the tub, so that's kind of uncomfortable. But even though you put like the Tough Dog suspension, it's got a nice ride, but at the back you can feel that it's a leaf spring. So that's one of the cons of having a ute as well. But I think the new Rangers, like the Raptors, they don't go leaf, it's spring, so it's a lot more comfortable. Another cons that I didn't like is that when you're putting accessories like the light, the only way to put your wires or cables is to go through front windscreen, and it doesn't look that good because you've got cable running around here. You can put it underneath, but it's a lot harder, so it's easier to put it out here, but it doesn't look that good. You can see like the cable hanging. The new Rangers, they've got accessories with cables running through already, and inside the front you got the switch panels there, so you just connect it to that, and then you won't have that cable running at the front. With this Ranger, when I first got it, I took it to the beach to go beach driving, four-wheel driving, and also off-road, and I've noticed there's a little bit of surface rust around here where the chases are. So it's a little bit of surface rust. I put a bit of rust proofing in there. There's a spray that you can get from super cheap, and that kind of protects it. But yeah, it's kind of crap how you've already got like starting to get rust around the chases. So all the cons of my Ford Ranger XLS, and with 53,000 kilometers that I've done to it, there's not much anything wrong with it. Brought it to service, and I've always taken it to Ford, and they have a cap of $299, which is worth it. And when you change oil, you have to do it within under 10 minutes. With this one, also the brakes, I haven't had to change it, and it's lasted for 3 to 4 years. Also, when you service it with Ford, you get the NRMA road assist free. So that normally is around $300. So you get it for free, which is pretty good. And then also you get that membership discount when you want to go to some camp place, holiday resort. You get at least 10% using the NRMA membership. So that's a pretty good deal. So the factory battery on this lasted pretty long. It's been over 3 years. I haven't had any issue with it. It lasts normally 4 to 5 years. So that's pretty good with the factory battery. And also when you change tires, you can fit pretty big tires on here without having to cut. That's if you're keeping your normal front bumper. And these size tires are pretty big as well. So I haven't had anything wrong with my Ford Ranger. It's really reliable. It's lasted for so long as well. You just have to make sure that you service it correctly and take it to the Ford mechanic that knows how to service the car. Also, I don't even have any EGR delete on it. Also, I didn't even put any catch can. So the engine is pretty much stock Ford engine. Also, with my Tough Dog suspension, it's 53,000 kilometers now, and I still have no issues with that, and it still rides fine. It's still comfortable. So that's what I like about the aftermarket suspensions. They last really long. Pretty much the only thing I had to change was one of my tires on the left side. Because I've got a winch at the front, the tires will wear down a little bit more, and that's also where the battery side is, so it's a little bit heavy on that side. I've only changed it recently, so the BF Goodrich tires lasted pretty long as well, so they're good tires. So I really love my Ford Ranger. It's lasted pretty long, and it's over 3 years now. And if you do wanted to get one, I recommend the 3.2 liter. If you're gonna get the second-hand Ford Ranger, make sure you check all the engine and everything, the chases as well, if you're gonna get a second-hand one. Also, the paint's held up. I've always parked this outside in a sunny day, and it's pretty good. So the paint's still pretty shiny, and it's not scratched or anything like that. I think they've got paint protection when you purchase it already, so you don't really need to get one. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Comment below if you like the Ford Ranger 3.2 liter model, or do you like the new 2 liter bi-turbo V6 models. Comment below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.